Hello class 3, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today I am going to teach you social study, your chapter 3, physical feature of our country. Your chapter name is physical feature of our country. Physical feature means landforms, land ranges of India. Okay, now here are some questions for you, and I know that you know about these questions also. First is the Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world? Tell me, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world? Yes, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Question number 2 is Lakshadweep an island? Yes, Lakshadweep is an island because it's surrounded by water. And now go through with your chapter. Our country is situated in the south of Asia. It is very large in size. Our country is the 7th largest country in the world. It is about 3,200 kilometers long from the north to the south and 3000 km wide from the west to east. India also has second largest population country. Our country has every kind of landform. It has many mountain ranges, rivers, plateaus, plains, desert. India is a very beautiful country. Now you know about that. India, in your previous chapter you already learnt about that. You see the map, world map, and you know that where is India is situated. India is situated in south of Asia. Okay, and because India is in Asia's continent. Okay, and it is situated in south side. That's why India is situated in south of Asia. And you know that about that India is a very large in size, and our country is 7th largest country in the world. And it is about 3,200 kilometers. Now see here in your map, India is 3,200 kilometers long from north to south. Okay, its total length is 3,200 kilometers long, and its width is it is west to east. It is 3,000 kilometers. Okay, India also has you know about that India is second largest populated country in our world. Our country, and there are many different kinds of landforms like mountains. In North India is mountainous, and plateaus are there, and many rivers are there. Desert area in Rajasthan also. That's why India is a very beautiful country. Now let's talk about mountains. In the north of India, we have the great Himalayan mountain ranges. Here is the north of India, and here Himalayan mountain ranges are there. Okay, in north of India. It is the highest mountain range in the world. There are many mountain range which are 8,000 meters in height. There are many mountain ranges. Its height is about 8,000 meters in height. Okay, the Mount Everest in Nepal is the highest peak in the world, and you know about that Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, and it is situated in Nepal. Many rivers like Ganga, the Yamuna, the Indus, the Satluj, and the Brahmaputra come from the Himalayas, and many big rivers, okay, holy rivers are also originate from where? These Himalayan ranges. Okay, there are also other mountain ranges in India. for example, the Satpura range in central India. Central India means middle part of the India, like Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and Satpura range is in the central India, and the Nilgiri hill in the south of India. Okay, Satpura range is the central of India, and south part Nilgiri hills. Okay, and do you know about that? Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary were the first to conquer the Mount Everest. First who conquered the Mount Everest? Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Northern Plains. Now see in the heading of Northern Plains. In the south of Himalayas, we find a large area of flat land called the Northern Plains. It is also known as the Indo-Gangetic Plains. Many rivers like Ganga, the Yamuna and the Indus, the Ravi, the Satluj flow through these plains. They bring fertile soil with them. Thus the northern plains are very fertile. Different types of crops are grown in these areas. Mainly these plains are densely populated as compared to other part of India. Summers are very hot and winters are cold in these plains. Northern plains. Firstly, we talk about the northern mountain ranges. Okay, now we will talk about northern plains. In northern plains, in the south of Himalaya, we find the large area of flat land is called northern plains. These are the northern plains. Okay, these are northern mountain ranges, and these are the northern plain area. Okay, and it is known about the rivers. Which rivers? Indo-Gangetic plains. This is called Indo-Gangetic plains, and many rivers like Ganga, the Yamuna, okay, the Indus and the Ravi and Satluj flow through these plains. Ravi and Satluj flow in Punjab. Okay, they bring fertile soil. Fertile means the soil which is good for crops. Okay, thus the northern plains are fertile. That's why, because of these rivers bring fertile soils with them. That's why the plain area is very fertile, which is good for crops, and different type of crops grown in these areas like wheat, jowar, bajra, rice. Okay, mainly these plains are densely populated, and these plains areas are densely populated, and compared to other parts, summer are very hot. In northern plains, summer are very hot and winters are cold in these plains. Now the southern plateau, the southern part of India is triangular in shape. Now see here, the southern part of India is triangular. It's triangular. Now see here, and it has a flat and uneven surface, and the southern plateau is some areas flat and some are uneven. Okay, it is higher than the adjoining land. This type of land is called plateau. The southern plateau covers the large area. It is known as Deccan Plateau. It is surrounded by many rivers and depend on rains for water. Some part of the plateau are covered with thick forest. A plateau is a large flat-topped landform that rises sharply above the surrounding land. Okay, it is also known as the tableland because of its flat table-like shape. Plateau region is like this. Okay, this is called plateau. And southern areas are it has flat and uneven surface, and it is also called Deccan Plateau, and it is surrounded by many rivers. In southern part of the India is also surrounded by many rivers, and but it's depend on only rainwater. Some part of plateau are covered with thick forest. Find out, look at in find outs. Can you name any big city of Indian peninsula? Tell me about the big city of like Hyderabad, okay, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala. These states are in plateau region. The southern part of India is surrounded by water bodies on the three sides. This type of land is called peninsula. Okay. The area which is surrounded by water on its three sides, it is called peninsula. The Indian peninsula has the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean onward of the south. Now see here, Bay of the Bengal is in eastern part of India, and the Arabian Sea is the western part of India, and the south part of India is in Indian Ocean. Now the Great Indian Desert, a huge stretch of land covered with sand, is called a desert. The northern western part of India is a desert. This is known as the Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert. The weather in the desert is very hot and dry. There is very long rainfall. This land is not good for farming. Only a few plants and bushes grown in the desert. The people live a very hard life here. The Great Indian Desert, which is in Rajasthan, it is huge, covered with sand. It means desert. And the northwestern part of India is a deserted area, and this is known as Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert. And the weather of in this area is dry and hot, and very less rainfall is here, and the land is not good for farming, and the people live very hard life here. The island. Now we will talk about the island of India. A large stretch of land surrounded by water on all the sides is called an island. The Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Island are two groups of islands in India. The Andaman and Nicobar Island are bigger groups of islands located in the Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Island are located in the Arabian Sea. An area of land surrounded by water on all sides is called island. An island is smaller than a continent. Islands are of different sizes. Some are just a few kilometers in length, while some are thousands of kilometers across. And the Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Island are the part of our country. Andaman and Nicobar. The Andaman and Nicobar Island are bigger group of island which is located in Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep is located in Arabian Sea. Now see here, Lakshadweep, look at here, some little dotted areas are a island, and it is in Arabian Sea. and the Andaman Nicobar Island is there in Bay of Bengal. Now see here. Now here your chapter is completed. Find out which metropolitan city is situated near the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now find out these questions in Google. Okay. Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar. Do you know about that? Now some word meanings are there. A very mountain, a very high hill with pointed top is called mountain. Plains, a flat land good for farming. Plateau, a very high land with a flat top. An island, a large piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. In your book, you have to do some hard work. Firstly, you have to do some hard words of this chapter, and after you have to do the word meaning of this chapter and question answers. You have to do question answers in your notebook also, and all exercise you have to do in your book. But some exercise, look at here. Name the following. The scene you have to do in your notebook, and learn this portion and learn the map of India. You know about that, where is which state is situated. Okay. Now, okay, bye everyone. Take care of you.